Next thing we need to do is let the player choose their name. So how do we do that? We enter a script. So we want to insert a script, and we want to use PB trainer name. Then we want to wait 5 frames. So that script will open up the dialog box and let the player pick his name then. Once that's done, right. Show text. So and we use /PN to display the player's name in text. So when we say so your /PN, what Professor Oak will say is so your, and then the name that the player has chosen for themselves. Now at this point, we ask them if that is their name, and they have to choose yes or they have to choose no. Now we need to insert a label back here. Insert label. Enter name is what this label is going to be called. If the player picks yes, nothing happens. It just continues on with the script. If the player picks no, we jump back to enter name again. So if the player picks no, we will go right back to this label and the player will be prompted to enter their name again. If they don't pick no, then it'll just continue as normal. So let's have a look at that and see how that works. Okay, new game. Okay, now we need to pick between a boy and a girl. We picked boy and we saw that that worked, so we'll pick girl this time just to make sure it works. It does. Let's begin with your name. What is it? A. Okay. Right. So you're A. No, I'm not. I'm actually B. Right. So you're B. Yes, I am. Boom. Sorted. So that works. The next thing we should probably go back and do a similar thing with the choice of sexes as well. Okay, let's insert a label back here that says enter gender. Are you a boy or a girl? So when they choose boy and when they choose girl, that happens. Now let us insert a new choice. Yes or no. And we want to say, so you're a... This is going to be fun. Okay, bear with me. So, we need a conditional branch here. And we need something to happen while gender is 0. And we need something to happen while gender is not a switch, a variable. While gender is 1. So, player picks a sex, it then sets gender to 0 or gender to 1, depending on whether or not they chose a boy or a girl. Actually, we only really need one branch there. Okay, let's go with that. So if the player is a boy, we will say, so you're a boy. If the player isn't a boy, then they have to be a girl, because we don't let them not make a choice. So here we'll say, so you're a girl. And we will then show choices, yes or no. If the player picks yes, nothing happens. If the player picks no, then we erase picture 3, which is the picture that they picked for their gender up there. And we jump to label, enter gender. So theoretically, and I shouldn't really be doing this on camera, but I figured it'd be interesting. We need them to enter their gender, or we have a label here called enter gender. They will pick if they're a boy or a girl. If they're a boy, we change the player to a boy. We put in the picture of a boy that's invisible, and we set the variable gender to 0. If they're a girl, we change the player to a girl. We put in the picture of a girl that's invisible, and we set the gender variable to 1. We then have a variable. So if they say they're a boy, we say, so you're a boy. Otherwise, we say, so you're a girl. We then give them the option to pick yes or no. If they pick yes and confirm that they picked a boy or a girl and that's correct, then the script continues. If they pick no, we get rid of picture 3, which is the one with their gender in it, and we go back to enter gender to give them the option to put in their gender again. So that's how this should work. Every other part of this code I'd written before I started recording this. So this, whether or not this works, will depend on whether or not I've worked out how to do this correctly here. So let's go again. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Okay. Here we go. Tell me a little about yourself. Are you a boy or are you a girl? I am a girl. So you're a girl. No, I'm not. Okay, it brings us back here. I am a girl. Yes, I am. Okay. So that works reasonably well. The only thing that doesn't work is I need to copy this and I need to put it into the branches. Okay, let's try that again now. So this should have the question and the options displaying the same now. The reason it wasn't working is because one of them, the text was in a conditional branch and the options to choose from weren't. Tell me a little about yourself. Are you a boy or are you a girl? Okay. I am a boy. So you're a boy. No. Are you a boy or a girl? I am a girl. So you're a girl. No. Okay. Yes. Boom. Bingo. It works. Sweet. And then we let the player choose their name. Sorry about that. I hadn't actually intended to do that, but I got a bit off track there. So the player picks their name. They either say yes or no to confirm it. After that, we need to move picture 3 over 10 frames in its standard location, 256, 178 to be invisible. So we're setting the picture of the player to be invisible. We need to wait 10 frames until that fade out is done. We then need to erase picture 3, which is currently the player. And we need to show a new picture 3, which is the rival. And we need them to be centered at 256, 172. And we need them to be invisible. Then we need to move picture 3 over 10 frames in the exact same position, 256, 172, to be visible. So we're fading them in. While that's happening, we wait 10 frames to let them fade in. And then Professor Oak says, "This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies." What was his name again? Because as we all know, Professor Oak is incredibly stupid. Now we need to run a script, which is pb set pb set 26 pb enter text rivals name 1 to 7. So as far as I know, it's been quite a while since I've written this particular part of the code. What this is doing is it's popping up the text box similar to entering the player's name, and it is storing whatever the player enters as the rival's name in variable number 26. It's setting the minimum amount of characters to 1 and the maximum amount of characters to 7. So once that's done, we say, "That's right, I remember now." New line. His name is, and then /v26 in square brackets will display the content of variable 26, which should be the rival's name. Okay, now we should probably do a similar thing here, where we ask the question, is that his name? So let's insert. So his name is /v26. We want to insert a label here. Enter rival. So his name is v26. We want to insert choices yes or no. If they pick yes, nothing happens. If they pick no, they jump back to label, enter rival. Okay. If they say yes, it just continues as normal. So he says, "That's right, I remember now. His name is," and then the rival's name. So let's test that out. See how that works. New game. Okay. Tell me a little about yourself. Are you a boy or are you a girl? I am a boy. Yes, I am. What is your name? A. I am. Oh, our rival is in the wrong position. He's been your rival since you were both babies. What was his name again? A. Ah, so his name is A. No, actually, sorry, it's not. It's B. Ah, so his name is B. Yes, that's right. I remember now. His name is B. Sweet. So, what have I done wrong? I have put the picture of the rival in the wrong position. Why have I put that in the wrong position? That should be in the right position. Aha. The fade out was set to upper left instead of center. Or the fade in even. So that should work fine now. Okay, so we have picked the rival's name then. That's right, his name is X. So now we want to move picture 3 over 10 frames to fade out. Should be center 256, 172. So that should fade the picture of the rival out. We then need to wait 10 frames. So wait till the fade out is done. We then need to erase picture 3, which is the rival. And now we need to set another conditional branch based on the gender variable. So if gender is 0, we do something. So if it's a man, and if gender isn't 0, we do something else. So if gender is 0, we need to have a new picture 2. We need to have the intro boy in his usual position, 256, 178. Again, set to be invisible. If the gender is not 0, then instead of the intro boy, we want the intro girl. Same position, 256, 178, and invisible. And then we want to, over 10 frames, fade in that picture. So whichever one, the boy or the girl that we set picture 3 to, we want to fade it in. We want to wait 10 frames. And now we want to say player name. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. That should be B. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. And now we just tidy off a few things. So we want to fade out the background music over 4 seconds. We want to set control self switch. So we want to set self switch A on this event to on. If self switch A is on, then this event should do nothing at all. This event should never run, so this shouldn't matter. But just in case, self switch A is on. Now we need to PB tone change all tone.new 255, 255, 255, 0 over 20. So what this should do is this should set the tone of everything to black. So it should turn everything to black. So this over 20 frames will essentially fade out everything. We want to wait 20 frames to allow that to happen. We then want to erase picture 1. We want to erase picture 2. We want to erase picture 3. So we want to clean up everything. We then want to transfer the player. Where is that option? Transfer player. We want to transfer them to their bedroom. So we want to use the done Pallet Town interior map. And we want to have them spawn, let's say here. There we go. Then we want to fade everything back in. And we want to wait 20 frames. So this should now work. Let's have a look. Let's see. Moment of truth. This is where if anything is broken, it's broken. However, I have a feeling this is going to work. So, new game. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world, boom, is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? I am a boy. Let's begin with your name. What is it? I am King Lear. Let's just go with King. Right, so you're King. Yes, I am. This is my grandson. He's in the right place this time. He's been your rival since you were both babies. What was his name again? Okay. Something has gone wrong. Something has gone wrong with the rival's name. So what did I do? The only thing I did was put this all on the same line. I don't know why that would cause a problem, but let's try it without that. This is the problem of this kind of thing. Even though you're just doing some minor scripting and things, and it's not any real kind of coding involved, you still get bugs. So let's see if we fix this. Yeah, Pokemon Professor, this world, yeah. Boom. Far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Pokemon are pets, others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? I'm a boy. Begin with your name. What is it? My name is King. Right, so you're King. Yes. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies. What was his name again? Okay, there we go. So our rival is gonna be Grayson. There we go. Okay. So his name is Grayson. Yes, that's right. I remember now. His name is Grayson. King, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Fade out, fade in. And we are in our bedroom in Pallet Town. As you can see, you can't see any of the other houses around. but nothing works at the moment because I haven't programmed anything in. So that's our intro. It is working. It is in good working order. So hopefully this has given you a good idea of how exactly this works. What I will do is I will create a paste bin. I will put this this script in here so that you can have access to this script yourself. You may not have all of the pictures and things like that. Some of the pictures I had to create. The picture of the Nidoran especially, because Pokemon Essentials actually comes with a Marill instead of a Nidoran. But hopefully this has given you an idea of how to do an intro. This intro, I like to think it's a good bit more in-depth than the intro that comes with Pokemon Essentials. So sorry this video is an hour long, but to be honest, if you're watching this, it's only because you're interested in this and you want to know how to do it yourself. So that's how I made my intro. I've talked you through each individual section of the code there, and I'll put the code in a paste bin in the description as well, if anyone else wants to take a look and see how exactly it works. For now, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any comments, any suggestions, anything at all, please drop a comment and let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. And in addition to that, I'll always take feedback on my code and my script and things as well. As to be honest, this is brand new to me. I spent a couple of days making this this script. It could be absolute shit. There could be a better way to do something. I'm only new starting off here. So please, if you have better suggestions, drop a comment and let me know as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up with everything that's going on the channel, including some more of these videos when I get a chance to do them. And I will see you next time on Proceed to Checkpoint. Bye-bye.